Can I ask about a controversy that I heard about?
Yeah.
Do you have a yak controversy going on?
There's not one here. There's overlap on the show, but I was like, do not feel compelled to stop.
Well, why wouldn't we go later?
I just don't want to go later.
But that's crazy.
I mean, I don't. When the way it was posed to me was that the yak is from 1 to 2, and sometimes they go like 15 minutes late, and sometimes they go like 2.5 hours late. I'm not going to start the show at like 4 o'clock.
So here's a
I said, how
hypothetical.
about they go for an hour and a half, and I go at 2:30.
So are we like they on right now while we're on?
I think so.
That's crazy.
They are. Yes.
None of them are at their desk.
That's crazy.
Why are we thinking in terms of like a radio channel? That's so crazy to me. Why?
No.
Like, we don't do anything like that anymore.
No. But I am thinking, whether it's you, whether it's me and you, and then you get the yak with Dan and everybody, it's crazy to have the same shows on at the same time.
I actually don't think it is. I think the way that YouTube works, having overlap and redirects might actually be better than having ending and starting.
I can't believe that would be the case.
Like
you're saying if
when they ended, I think like it was like 700 people got kicked over to our channel, and then we were just like in our show going. I bet you that's better than like the yak ending and people starting up our show.
But wouldn't it be like the same channel?
It's different channels.
They're on the yak and we're on Barstool Radio.
Okay.
Or
the main Barstool.
So let's say a world, and obviously this just restart up, but let's say a world where it's like, I don't know, whatever the name is, let's say it's the Barstool main YouTube is carrying our content. So like the yak is on that, it ends like, all right, now Kevin,
if it's all on the same channel,
stream.
yes, it would not.
Like that, to me, would seem to be the most obvious.
Yes, but it was just a world where it was like, I don't want to be doing this from 4 to 6. So it's either.
What time is it right now? 2:30?
2:30. So originally I was like, if they go from 1 to 2, we'll go from 2. They were like, we always go over. I was like, okay. I'll go 2:30. You guys go for an hour and a half. I thought that was okay, and now I'm hearing through the grapevine that's still a problem. If they want a full 2 hours, I'm just like, I don't want to be doing.
We want to do 3 to 5.
Yeah, listen. I mean, I always will do what's best for the company. But
by the way, if we figure that out, which I think you bringing the show back, and who knows what happens, but if there's a world where we're putting together 3-4 shows, they got to be on the same channel. Right? We all agree that.
Yeah, I know the yak has their own YouTube though.
That's what I mean. Like I think that's a kind of old school way of thinking. Big. I think that there's a world where like if you have all YouTubes that are under your control, and they all grow and like you can redirect to other channels, and not have to be on the same channel. I don't think that's necessarily the craziest thing.
So, but I would wager significant money in 2 scenarios where the yak ends. Barstool Radio, like it's some sort of transition. And up next, hey Kevin, what's going on? And, you know, they connect to a degree, and maybe they do, but that would end up having more viewers than the yak ends, and those people then have to go to.
They don't, but that's what I'm saying. So it's a different channel, but YouTube has a redirect where it's like there's a link or a click, and you just go. Oh. It's not like you have to close out and open up and go over.
It's not like if you're watching NBC and you come on ABC, you got to change the channel?
It would be like it's right, you know, they kick it to us.
Okay, that's a little different.
Yesterday, there was like a 700-person jump from the yak. And
right,
which is also not make or break, but I think it's enough that YouTube recognizes something's going on. And
yeah, my point would have been how many people are watching the yak right now?
I would say, I think it's like 100,000 total. I don't know about concurrent.
Not live.
No,
not
so
live,
whatever
but I
the
think
concurrents are.
Yeah.
Right now.
So 7,000 live. If that show ended and this one on the same channel, like you're saying you got 700 more, I'm guessing that would be thousands right off the bat, their audience staying without, that's what I would guess.
But I don't think there's leaving, and it's like you just change over with a click, you know what I mean? Like it's not, like it
but even that click, like if it just was one continuous.
You're saying one video.
Listen, my thing was, I
don't know what I'm saying, Tom.
I think thinking about it in terms of a radio channel is pretty old school, and I do think there's differences in YouTube that I think there even could be value in overlap, but if there's not, I also don't know if it would be a material enough difference that listen, this is straight up from like a personal point of view. It was like I didn't even really want to start Barstool Radio again, but I was like, it's the right time and it's good, and I don't want to be getting out in New York City rush hour. So I was like, let's just do it when we want to do it. And by the way, it's going to be like a replay. It's going to be audio podcast. It's going to churn out a bunch of clips. And if there's like, and I obviously know overlapping isn't like perfectly maximized, but if there is a few people here and there, I don't think that makes or breaks either show. So my thought was like, let's just do what's best for everybody on either show in each city. But if it's, if it becomes that big of an issue, we'll figure it out.